me to know if the sound works. Hopefully that goes out to people. Yeah, so today I'm just gonna do a short stream because, well, I was up late with Hal recording, and then slept in a little bit, did some recording, and yeah, so we have some issues here with iVampire that I don't know I'm going to address, I think. Hello, somebody. So I don't really know how this stream is going to work. This first sort of test one that I've ever done like this. I need a new thumbnail, but anyway, we'll get to it. But I do want to do these, I don't know, maybe once a week, something like that, where we just do some modding. Or, how's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna do some modding on camera here with you guys. This is gonna be for the iVampire mod, probably, and if we could fix that problem real quick, then maybe we'll move on to something else. Okay, so this is a buff that isn't working, so we need to go into modding and go to so when you do modding for SDX stuff, there's great tutorials out there, but one of them you get to download a SDX zip folder, modding master, and that's all. I have that all stuffed in here, and then it comes with a bunch of tools. This here is the main tool that's for building things, which of course is this guy here, the SDX launcher. So that's what we want to use to build our mods. It comes, there's a big little backup, so you have all your folders of things that will likely change when you change things. In iVampire Special, I had to do a bunch of modifications to this folder to make everything work. Targets, these are the mods that I'm working on here. Is there anything like super secret in there that you shouldn't be seeing? Hopefully not. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these are working, some of these are in half-finished states. Not all of these are mine, and I will put them on version control at some point real soon. Some of these are like the custom vehicles, come from Manu. And some of them are Emus, who did the horse in Medieval mod. She has the mini bike open UI, which I have included because I like that, and the no exceptions hack, which is the thing that when you give like a null error, it brings up the stupid menu. That's cool. My mod is going. I've got a bunch of stuff in here. I've got to work through it. I did some work on iVampire, and now I'm sort of the primary person doing work on it. But it's good because it's kind of taught me how to structure some of these things for mods, so that when I'm doing my main mod that I want to do, you know, I have a better idea because now it's like a full mod. I know more what to do with it. Everything when I first started was in this iVampire folder here, which is all the different components like your recipes, quests, loots. And I do mine in a very modular way. Apparently not everybody does this. So we'll see. Yeah, but some things aren't working, I noticed, and so we need to fix those things. But other things, like here's my sword, and that's all in here. And so there's that. We have some basic radioactive things, some batteries, like you can make your own batteries. Right now it's just the simple lead ones, but I will probably add lithium ion batteries. I split the bats and the werewolf out of the medieval mod. No, I mean, not of medieval mod. Though this werewolf is in medieval mod, and it's actually guppies. This is bats, and both of those were in the vampire mod. So, as far as I know, I'm cool to use them from everything that's been said. But I split them out because I like, well, doing computer science, you know, modularity is good. If you can make things modular, that means you can take them in and out for testing, for anything like that. Anyway, so that makes it easier. So I know that, like right now, whatever problems I'm having aren't actually caused by these things because they aren't a problem. And if they were, I could just come over here and deselect them, like Guppy's Werewolf. Boom, it's gone from the mod. If I were to build this, it wouldn't be in the game. Now it is. Very simple, very easy to do. Well, that's good. So that's lots of structuring in the background stuff that I've been learning. So hopefully it will make it easier when I make my mod. Apparently lots of people just sort of modify one big folder and push that out. So, which is also probably fine. It's just, I figure this SDX tool has a lot of power in modularity, and I was going to try to make things more modular. So anyways, if we go in here, there's a lot of different folders, some of which aren't really used by the SDX compiler. Some are. So, some of the problems are I'm not getting a buff that I'm supposed to have. This speed boost isn't working. And so some of these, actually all of these ones are from the actual, from the original creation of this mod. Another thing that's cool is that I get to learn how to, put it out onto the forum and sort of deal with all that aspect beforehand. And so, it's a good experience to have a mod out there and just start learning all the different aspects of it. So that's a nice thing. But I think also the reason to do this type of stream, modding is like altering the base game of 7 Days to Die in this particular case. I didn't put modding 7 Days to Die, did I? I just put things. So I did have a picture. Let's bring up my screenshots here. If you have played 7 Days to Die, don't really know if you have Nelations Z? I guess. I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't actually know for sure. Come on, GIMP, to the forefront. 7 Days to Die, yeah. So this game has like lots of different things, but I've included things like the vampire coffin in this particular modded version, which is not normal for the game. I've also done, I haven't done, but I've taken a lot of screenshots. This is a bat that's in the game that is not normally in the game. The werewolf is now in the game. And then just different lighting conditions here of this same place. We've been messing around with the spectrum changes here so that it's looks in certain ways at different times of the day. Gives it a different look to the game, but it's all modified by us. You guys are still here. Say hi. It looks like no one's here. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this isn't gonna go so well. I know Max Fox did it, so maybe I just need to hit a particular stride. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I mean, some people are interested in it. Not everybody. That's why it won't be every day. Okay, anyway, I guess we'll get back to working then. So if this isn't working here, then the other place that it probably could be a problem is in items. And the problem is most likely, so we have speed boost there, but it didn't work when I did it on this one either. But it is there. Now the other thing to mess around with in this particular build, so this is all XML, I don't know if people are interested, but this modifies the items in your config file. And so yeah, targets, we want to go back all the way to our backups and just double check, because I am almost certain that I have fixed this multiple times. Why it's not actually working, not 100% certain. Speed boost says it right there. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure. So, anyway, guess what we can do, or maybe the chat is actually broken. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it does look like it's working. So what I will do is build the game, and if everything works all right. Oh, there's also an issue with our localization file not working, which is kind of odd. This localization file, no, let's do the quests one because it's a little bit easier to read. White River Citizen. Yeah, so this is also good times to let me know things that you guys want in games and stuff. Because I've also been doing other things like 3D modeling and stuff like that. We'll bring up Blender real quick. I've been working on, say, this thing here. This is a new type of club I like to call the Thagonizer. So basically it's modeled after the tail of a Stegosaurus, which is, you know, called a Thagonizer. And it was meant for, you know, spiking things. So, there you go. And if we rotate it in the X dimension, no, that's a skew. Where's the dang rotate? There it is. And it should actually be in this dimension, I think. Nope. Z. Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll look kind of interesting when it's all said and done. But I am currently trying to make some textures for it. That's what's going on in the background there. But this is going to be, I think it's going to be in my melee-based mod, because I think melee needs to get a little bit more action. And it'll be in my main mod, because I think that's a good thing to have. What other cool things we have? Working on a car. The car is... Come on, you open recent. Hover car is sort of looking like this. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty basic, but you know, it is coming along. We've got this little spoiler here happening, and I just need to do lots of detailing and stuff. Is that a stray vertex? What in the heck is going on there? Edit mode. Delete that vertex. That is very strange. Save. Anyway, so that's that part. So yeah, lots of 3D modeling stuff, and I was also building a spear. I guess it's just sort of like a small update on all that stuff. It looks like it will be tricky to find. Yeah. Well, it's not really that important. It's just a spear. Very basic. It's going to be a scrap iron spear. It's a stick and a little sharp knife looking thing. So anyway, that's some of the stuff that's there. Now it looks like I did take out that tutorial, so that's good. Except for this one. Why is that one still there? No, that can stay there. Right, that can stay there because that's right. Okay, so then localization in the yeah, actually, maybe what I'll do real quick is change the title for this to something slightly different. Modding 7 days to, oh come on, cap locks, work with me here. Days to die. Update. Sounds like people are getting up. That's unfortunate. Wanted to try to make this work a little bit better, but I guess we'll try to hit our stride with this at some point. Okay, done. And we go back here. Gotta go all the way back to there, find our iVampire mod, and try to figure out why its localization is breaking. Those are scripts, text. We want our quests, even, well, I won't even worry about the quests one. So, with the SDX tool, you can just do like small amounts of things and add them directly to a file, which is kind of cool, because then, you know, it's either there or it's not there. Ah, I see. So this needs to be updated. It got maybe overwritten? Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. But I do have other locations for this kind of thing. So let's go find those. We go to this drive, iVampire, original iVampire, data, config, localization, and then pull this in. That should be better. So everything I believe was right near the bottom. There they are. Yep. Vampire claws, speed tooltip, sunscreen, and that one. Control, copy. So we basically just need to copy paste that here. There's probably some error gonna pop up because this had an error before and I spent a day or two trying to fix it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. So that one seems fine. That's 4 leading commas. So this one, dealing with localization errors is a real pain in the butt. They are really a tricky one to do. I also need to add another part here. Yep, I definitely did this. It's very odd that these things are missing out of here. But I suppose it happens. So, okay. So the only thing we can do is this, Control C, Control V. Got to take away this little bit there and basically just give it the name so that it knows what to call it in the text file. Night vision. Vis ion. Okay, there we go. This will probably break the build, and having serious problems with this in the past. TextPad, Notepad++. This program is a lifesaver. Wow. Yeah, so it somehow got reset there, which is really annoying. We're gonna close that one. We're gonna take this, Control C. We're definitely gonna save that one there. And then we're going to find it again. The iVampire stuff. This is the original one. We need to go all the way back to there. Now, this does look alright. We have these proper line endings, so that's promising. But I swear this will probably break. So then we build it, and it'll probably break at localization, but we can look through all this. And die. Nope, it didn't die. Looks like I can do my localization a little bit better than I used to be able to do. Hooray. Hello, people. How's it going? We're just modding 7 Days to Die a little bit. Doing an SDX mod. Currently, I'm sort of trying to fix the iVampire mod, which is a mod where you get to play as a vampire. There's lots of work to be done on it, but I figure I'm going to try to do a stream about modding once a week. Just sort of see how it goes. I know Max Fox did it for when he was doing Fennec mod, and so I think it can work. It's just not for everybody. So hope you stick around and kind of see what it's all about. I'm going to look through this for any sort of red. Red is bad. And I don't see any at the moment. Yellow is a warning. And it just means that these numbers are different. So when you're doing normal modding, you have to actually like give it a number, and you don't really necessarily know which numbers are available unless you've done everything from scratch, which is one of the cool, powerful things in the SDX compiler is you just can automatically do this. Can you hear me? Am I being heard? Because sometimes Restream is a jerk. And that would definitely explain low numbers of people watching, for sure. I know it's a different topic altogether, but just need to make sure my mic is working. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Okay, yeah, you must have dropped out earlier because I think I explained a bit of it. My mod is going. Did you see the 3D models I was working on? I don't really know. Like I said, I've got lots of different stuff going on. Let's see here. So for my particular mod, things that are working are the sword is working, obviously. The radioactive stuff, basics of those are all working. Lead batteries is working. The new type of radioactivity based reactor is almost done. I'm working on the 3D model of that one. The bloodberry bushes are a special thing having to deal with sleepers. I've actually got to go into the SDX code and do some patching stuff, which I'm trying to learn a bit more of. That's coming along. Caltrops work and are ready to go. Flashlight duct tape hat. It is only an XML mod at the moment, even though I have pretty much all of a 3D model for it. Can't actually use it because the way Unity, the way 7 Days to Die is, it won't allow me to put new clothing in. I gotta find a piece of clothing that's already in the game and sacrifice it. No, you have very little free time these days. Oh, I explained it earlier, and I thought maybe you dropped out or something, because the number of viewers I saw went to 0, so I thought maybe that's what happened. Anyway, ICBM. The ICBM is in, and I do need to make a script for it, but it is in the game as a 3D model, and we'll have a video of that coming out hopefully soon. That video is taking me like a really long time to make. It's sort of yeah, hard to get everything together. I could use the bandits from iVampire and just tweak them for my own mod. Not quite sure. Custom vehicles, I am working on that. I guess you didn't see the 3D model that I was working on, so I'm doing a couple different things. We've got the Thagonizer, which is a new type of club. This is for the melee mod, and for my mod when it comes out. A nice new type of club weapon. I think it'll be kind of fun. We'll see. We'll see. And come on, you recent. Trying to build a hover car. It's very early. Has a good side profile, but we need to do a lot more detailing. I got lots of ideas in my head. I just need to spend some time on it. But I've been working on other things for that one. We have other 3D models like a spear, and the various workbenches and stuff they're all coming along. We'll do a stream on those at some point. Matter of getting to that stuff. This is the melee mod itself. The mining laser, I've got all the XML and everything worked out. I just need to do an icon and a 3D model, and then some Unity stuff like you know, particles and things, but we'll get to all of that stuff. Phosphorus, that one works. That's actually something I could show maybe. My stream died. Oh, well, that sucks. Okay. Apparently I'm having very bad issues with that. Well, I'll have to call Telus, because yeah. sometimes they suck. The rain bucket, that one works. More blender time. Actually, looking at that, this is a model done by Don Ingle. Very good guy from South Africa, and he totally did this up all by himself and did all the baking and stuff. So that's really cool. Just trying to learn from his awesome work. Yeah, trying to learn how to bake this thing. My computer works slightly different than his, as he's on Linux. Mine's all Windows, but this is going to be for collecting rain in one way or another, just because I figure there needs to be more ways to collect rain. So, yeah, that's going to be in the game at some point. It's just not quite yet. Save that. I guess it's no real point to, but whatever. Research mod. Yeah, this is a fun one. We'll go in here. I've added a number of stupid Windows 10 and OneDrive. Man, I tell you, sometimes it's such a jerk. We have a lot of icons for different science books. This is biology, chemistry. This is semiconductors. This is microbiology and physics. All different. Some of them are textbooks. And in the real world, some are made up. But I mean, they're all based off of real textbooks. And that's all. That one's done. That is in my new video as well. That's not out yet, but it's getting worked on. I was thinking about reworking some of the water things. So that's a tough one. And those Zomzyme blocks that I have, those are working. Minus, I do think I will have to put a script in. Yeah, well, if it died, I can't really do much. I don't really know. I guess the only other option would possibly be that Steam. No, it's not updating something, which is good, because sometimes that just eats up my bandwidth, like you would probably believe. Depending on, I guess, if you have fiber or not. We're supposed to get fiber, but when we're supposed to get it, no one knows. It's kind of like Alpha 17. No idea. Yeah, this one has all of its different icons. That looks like sodium bicarbonate, which is just baking soda, some bone dust, the resin. It's a ulna. This is, I think, the ulna. I think that's the radius. Forearm bones from a zombie. So, yeah, those are in the game. And there's the block itself. So these are all the icons. Very hard to see. I guess I could zoom in, but I wish the zoom would stay for each particular image. But it doesn't. You have to keep going back and forth and adding them back. Baking soda. And now I can't even do it. Come on, you. Oh, bring it back. There it is. Baking soda. Oh, people are awaking. So, anyways, I'm going to keep working a little bit on fixing my mod. Weekend stream. Yep, weekend streaming. Just figured didn't have a whole lot of time. So I'd just do some modding stuff instead. But I do hope to make this like a weekly kind of thing. Let's mute this to see what my child will do. I'll be back in a moment, probably. All right, so it does look like, yeah, Alpha 17 never coming out. I don't know. It'll be out for Christmas. I don't know. I've given up hope on Alpha 17. Yeah, I don't really know when that's gonna happen. I'm just doing whatever now, learning how to mod more and more and more, and that's fine. Also getting up almost close to 1,000 subs. So that's another great thing. Anyway, it sounds like I need to get breakfast and stuff, and if I leave the stream, you know, with no voice, this stuff is extra dry. So yeah, probably come back to this soon, but that's basically what I'm up to with my modding stuff, just sort of looking at these different things. Did that, I guess the SDX thing actually did build. We can probably play that and see if it actually did work or not. There's lots of this, like, cycling through things and testing to see if they work. Yeah. But I'll probably end this stream in another couple minutes, just because I do have to help little people with food. Let's see here. So I have another episode of Fennec Mod ready to go. I just need to write the description and change the title and whatnot. There's little bits on, and so that'll probably be out 8 or 9 this morning. I have another episode of Call of Cthulhu done. It just needs to be... Actually, I need to edit that one up. Yeah, lots of editing there. Continue game. I have not changed anything much. So yeah, we'll just do this. We'll slide into debug mode and creative mode just in case, because we need to actually test some items. So it's lots of this, just sort of loading up the game over and over again after you make changes. Kill all, because I don't want to deal with zombies right now. So it says I'm immune from...
Because you're up in the top, Dad.
I am up top on top of this roof here.
How you need to bust a zombie?
I will blast the zombies, don't you worry.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, just you relax a moment, alright? You zombie killer, you.
Daddy, can... When you can explode the zombies?
Yeah, I'll explode those zombies, don't you worry.
How?
I will get a weapon, and I will blast them. Anyway,
You get your weapon, you explode them?
Shh. For a moment, please. Alright, yes, we're gonna quickly test some stuff here. Sunscreen, okay, great, so now the descriptions are working because I fixed those. Claws, rend your enemies from limb to limb, so we fixed that little thing, so that's great. We need to grab some blood to see if that works. Human blood and a blood bag. I assume it's not going to work because I didn't really actually change anything for this. Just wasn't working, so immune, and do I have my speed buff? I do have my speed buff. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know why it wasn't working, but I guess I need to update the mod on the forums again.
Daddy,
Yeah.
can you put it button down to explode a zombie?
Well, how about I just go punch a zombie instead, Basil? How do I do that? I have to find one. But I'm not quite sure where it is. So basically, this is the idea. This was Dark Star Dragon's mod, and it's sort of just this fun boost that it gives you.
Did you find a zombie?
I did find a zombie.
What was in there? In the grass, Dad?
What?
What was
Let's go
in
into
the
this
grass?
place. What was in the grass?
Yeah. What did you see there? Get away from that zombie, Dad. Away from that zombie, Dad. He'll eat you.
Yeah, that's fine. You can eat me.
Why?
I don't know.
His dad can eat you.
Oh, he can't. Don't worry.
Joking?
I'm just joking. But, okay, so anyway, this seems to be working, so... And I don't think I'm getting any major exceptions. The bats are still a little bit goofy. I think it's because they have an older animation scheme that doesn't quite work. Normally you'd want to be... Because I'm working on... I don't know if it was in the stream or not earlier. I'm working on changing the way the lighting works. So, but yeah, so ideally, there's what's called God rays, and so like you can kind of see them coming through the tree here. It's a little bit different with these looks here, but you can see the light and the dark lines coming off of these leaves. Those are called God rays. One of the things working on is so that you would actually have the thing. So the way it works right now is if you're under a block, you have a light value of 14, and that is what determines your burning or not. And if you're up here, this will be 15. I don't have much more time, guys. Getting impatient. Then you would burn. But ideally with God rays, it'll be more like if you're here, you're not on fire. And if you're here, then you start to burn a little bit. So ideally that's how that is going to work. Oh, he's so impatient, isn't he? Alright, let's explode a zombie, Basil. I don't know. Let's turn on our night vision. What do people think about the night vision for a vampire?
What is your night vision? Why are you doing your night vision?
So that I can see a little bit better in these here things. Wow, usually when I come into this building, I get flooded by freaking zombies. But no, not this time. Oh, thank you very much.
Is there a water zombie?
Water zombie? No. Do you think there should be water zombies? Hello, nurse.
There's zombie too.
Bam! That zombie is taken care of, Basil.
Didn't explode him.
Well, exploding him isn't really something I want to do.
Isn't it something you had to find it?
Yeah, I've got to find them.
Find the
There's one.
explode bomb?
Well, there isn't one of those. Not Plants vs. Zombies. But I was thinking maybe I could change the light for the night vision. I don't know if it's actually possible or not, but I was thinking maybe there might be a spectrum for that. But these are the vampire claws, and they are pretty powerful. Okay. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed the stream, hit that like button. If you guys are interested in modding, let me know more. I guess these will end up being sort of like small tweaks and updates to everything. I think if I go here, I'll probably burn. Make my night vision, or everything is probably worn off. Oh, guess it's not. I'm not bursting into flames yet. Hi, Arlene. Bam. Oh, I'm burning. So yes, the burning is still working. And if I use this, I put on my 100 SPF sunscreen and it's all good. Okay. Because I'm a vampire, Basil.
Vampire in the game?
Yeah, and vampires burn in the sunlight. Because they're creatures of the night. So...
am I a vampire?
Are you a vampire? Mm-hmm. Oh, most certainly not. You are just a human.
Oh. You are too.
That's right. Alright guys, I will see you all later. Yeah, thoughts and comments would be great.
Your hand is
anyways, I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.